figured before we jump into our next support request, why not catch up with some of these NPCs since a big event just occurred right here. But you know they're probably saying other stuff. Look at Reese putting in the work in the buffet. Oh, is that Johanna over there? Let's talk to our winner. Let's talk to best girl.
I can't believe I agreed to go up on stage for something like that. Well, I thought you looked just darling up there, Johanna. Please, Lady Ellie, you're embarrassing me.
Oh, I love their relationship. Their relationship is top tier.
I can't believe I paraded around on stage like that. I'm so embarrassed. All of the participants were absolutely lovely. It makes me regret not volunteering myself for the maid role.
You should have done it. Maybe next time. Eris, how do you feel?
Boy, do I love being adored. That was a ton of fun. I'd do it again in a heartbeat if I got the chance.
I honestly thought she'd be more down that she did win. I'm actually glad she isn't.
The pageant was quite riveting. Perhaps if I were 30 years younger, I could have participated myself.
Now you can participate now. Still beautiful. I vote for her. Automatically, I don't care. Tell me what you want. But don't call me a clown. That's you. Sorry, why am I insulting you guys so much? I love y'all though.
I had assumed the pageant was going to be in poor taste, but it actually ended up being quite a lot of fun. Thank you all for making it happen.
Oh. Ah, now that was a sight that soothed the soul. There may have been plenty of snacks here, but I much prefer the eye candy if you catch my drift. Randy, did you take over this old man? Yeah, my poor little tum-tum. This is what I get for overeating like a pig. If it's for the sake of Crossbell, I'll devour everything and then some. Meanwhile, you have Reese over here putting in the work.
I thought that police officer lady was super cool.
Oh. Well, as a fan.
As a woman myself, I can say for a fact that the ladies in the pageant were simply stunning. And they're all in the workforce too. What terrific role models for little girls out there. Even my son seems to admire them.
Well, yeah, he admires Noelle. The pageant has raised us a considerable sum of myrrh for the city's reconstruction. It's all thanks to our guests. Oh, and you as well, SSS.
Hey, nice hustle out there. I'm in the middle of interviewing the pageant participants. You won't mind if I swing by and hit you up later, right?
I feel bad leaving Grace hanging, but we don't really have time to stick around for one of her grilling sessions.
If we duck out now, she'll never notice. Oh, really now? I guess I can understand why your family would want you to come home after the raid. I'm actually planning to return home to Rimaferia in the near future.
Oh, Cynthia's from Rimaferia.
My parents would have preferred that I leave sooner, but at least now I have a nice story to share with them. This pageant turned out to be an excellent article material. I managed to snap a ton of great photos too. Now I just need to return to the CNS and sort through them.
Our boy Reigns.
Dad will be over the moon if this ends up getting us more customers. I'm still worried about Risha, but I know deep down in my heart that she'll come home. I need to cheer up so I can welcome her with a great big smile.
Oh. She really loves Risha. Like, they must have really connected. Phew. For a second, I was scared Chen would bow out of the pageant completely. She's back to her regular old self now, thankfully. All's well that ends well, huh? Chen really strutted her stuff on that stage, though. I sure hope Master doesn't find out. I mean, if it's in the article, he's gonna find out. Oscar, the one and only. Still hanging around, huh? For what it's worth, I thought your guys' entry was pretty cool. Imagine my surprise when I saw who was up there. You'll always be the real winner in my eyes. Oh, Oscar, the real bro. The real bro.
Oh, stop it. You're gonna make me blush.
Alright, relax, before I go tell Bennett. You know Lloyd is a snitch. You could just tell by the way Lloyd look. You know he gonna snitch. He's by the books and stuff too. Well, I hope you guys keep enjoying yourselves. We still got plenty of food to go around. Oscar's my guy, man.
Thank you for inviting me, everyone. Experience...
Reese, you only care about the food though. That's the funny part. Oh, I love her.
Experiences like these are few and far in between for members of the church.
I keep laughing because I just know, like, we all know she's just stuffing her face while, like, you know, talking.
I'm glad you had fun.
Kind of a shame you dropped out though. You're the one I really wanted to vote for. Okay, I see you, Randy. No, don't let me tell Kevin though. Might send you to heaven. That boy Kevin. Oh, that boy Kevin. I'm glazing. I don't care. That's my guy. Top 5 of all time, Kevin.
Yes, well, as a non-cross-Bellin, I felt it would have been wrong for me to compete against the other women. But I'll happily accept the compliment nonetheless. Thank you.
Oh.
Reese just might have taken the whole thing home if she stayed on the ballot. Although she seems to be blissfully unaware of that fact. Although I declined to participate in the competition, I still consider it a worthwhile experience. After all, this buffet is enough of a reward already.
We knew she was stuffing her face. I told you guys she was gonna be stuffing her face. Like while speaking. That pile of food on her plate puts the main sprouts to shame. That's crazy, Lloyd. That was crazy. The rare occasion of Lloyd being funny. Gourmet. Sure.
Reese always was something of a gourmet. I'll return to the cathedral eventually. But for now, I still have some unfinished business with this buffet.
That's my girl right there. It's finally time to help Armin, and Ellie find his pops. Even though I think it's The dude in downtown district. I keep saying Gable. I'm not sure if that's really his name. I feel like it should be his name. If I'm wrong, I really do want to apologize. Do you have time to fulfill our request? There's a certain someone we'd like you to search for. I know this is a little sudden, but do you think you could commit to our request first before we continue? Let's help the lovebirds. Let's help our sky couple out. Understood. Just leave it to us. You really mean that? We're saved. Ellie and I have been at a total loss this entire time.
Well, this is lovely news, Armin. I can't tell you how happy I am.
Well, look at that, Ellie. I get the feeling Armin feels just the same.
You know, I think you're right, dearest.
Oh, Ellie.
Oh, Armin.
Tio cut him off. Tio knew what was coming.
The details, please.
Right. Excuse us for that. I'll get right to explaining. Nice work, Tio.
A never-ending Gehenna of watching them fawn over each other awaited us otherwise.
Personally, I wouldn't have minded seeing them continue their amorous little aside.
Now then, the person I'd like you to search for
is my father. I was separated from him at a very young age. That must mean it's been decades since you last saw each other.
Correct. My family and I currently live in Liberal.
But as a child, I lived in Crossbell.
However, after my parents were divorced, I went to live with my grandparents on my mother's side in Liberal.
I thought for sure I'd never see my father again.
But you see, Armin and I recently had our first child. This little bundle of joy. When that happened, Armin said he wanted his father to meet his new grandchild, no matter what.
That's quite the story.
He may have had problems with my mother, but to me, he'll always be my one and only father. I want to show him the happy family we've built together. So we packed our bags and let my mother know we were going to Crossbell. However,
let me guess, you don't have any leads on where your old man is these days, yeah?
Exactly. I thought he owned an estate in the residential district, but he's disappeared without a trace. I asked my mother about it, but she said she hasn't heard a word from him since the divorce. Hence why we're mounting a search. Armin and I have asked many different people for clues as to his whereabouts. From what we've gathered, he moved to downtown district after being hospitalized. But every time we go there, he's nowhere to be found. Maybe it was just bad timing, like he was buying groceries every time he stepped out.
That seems like a stretch. Fortunately, our team is familiar with both the residential and downtown districts. Ellie, do you know of anyone who lived in a residential district who matches his description?
Not that I'm aware. Could I ask you for your father's name and profession, Armin?
Sure, I tried asking my mother, but she didn't know if he was even still working the same job he used to. It's Gable. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't wrong.
His name is Gable, and he was a member of the Crossbell Diet.
Representative Gable?
That guy, huh? You mean you know him? Yes, we ran into him during a request of a couple of months ago. In that case, we should start by visiting Lotus Heights downtown to see what we can learn. That's what I was thinking. We might find some clues as to why he hasn't been home. Thank you. I just knew it was fate that led you to accept our request. We're counting on you. Find my father for us. Yes, please do. We'll do everything we can. Quest, O Father, where art thou? We're started. This just might be the breakthrough we needed to finally see my father again. I'm certain we'll get to meet Armin's father now. And when we do, he'll give our sweet little Armin all the hugs he can handle.
Oh. All right, but we know where to head to. This is where we need to head, but it's locked, so maybe we need to speak to the old man because we know they're friends. We're using. Wait, I think he's saying the same stuff. Maybe. Oh, we did just check the door. The door is locked. Mr. Gable, are you home? I guess he's out.
He must be. This is his apartment after all.
Okay, he is coming out. Well, what's going on over here? Oh, if it isn't the SSS, back again on business, I take it. Something like that.
Morning, Tance. Would you happen to know where our favorite former Diet member has run off to?
I haven't seen him in about a week. Why, is he in some kind of trouble?
Not exactly, no. Lloyd explained that they were searching for Gable at Armin's request.
You're telling me that the boy came all the way from Liberal to look for him? Well, how about that? Gable is one lucky father.
Have you met Armin before?
Sure did. He and his wife dropped by the apartment last week and we had ourselves a chat. And Gable had already run off by that time. He didn't bother telling me where he was headed and I didn't think to ask.
Well, of course he wasn't going to tell you regardless, even if you had known about the circumstances prior to it. He clearly doesn't want them to find him.
Damn, face first into a dead end.
This isn't going too great.
I mean, we just started. And now hold on just a moment. There might be someone who knows what happened.
Ooh.
A man who lives over on West Street. He helped Gable out when he was still a member of the Diet. Even after Gable moved in, he stopped by to check on him all the time.
What is he talking about? He's talking about the old man? Right? What's his name? Is he talking about? He's talking about Olga's husband? Wait, I don't think it. Wait, is the villa apartment? Is that? Wait, that might be the apartment where is that the apartment where Lloyd's auntie is? It might not be him.
He lives in the Villa something. That's the name of his apartment.
This is merely a wild assumption, but I speculate that the name is only partially correct.
Yeah, but I think I have an idea of where he means if the place is on West Street. We appreciate the help, Mr. Tance. Don't mention it. You can thank me by helping Armin and his wife get in contact with Gable. Anyhow, he might know more about where Gable's gone off to. Okay, no. This apartment is Belhaim. I had a feeling that this is the one they were referring to. And it's got to be this old man right here. Right? Oh, it is. Levick. You know what's crazy? I always get Levick and there's like 3 old men. They all have the same model too, which doesn't help. But I always get them mixed up. Oh, if it isn't the SSS, how can I help you? Sorry to barge in like this, sir. We just wanted to ask, does the name Gable ring any bells for you? Oh, you know the man. Yes, Gable was an old protege of mine back when we were in the diet.
Bingo. Well, you see,
the SSS explained that they were trying to reunite Gable with Armin and his family. Oh, I see. So they put in a request for you, did they? You're in luck. Gable visited me just the other day, asking for the best place to lay low and crossbow. What a numbskull. Who does he think he is running away from? His son and the lovely new family he started?
I can only assume that this means you know of his whereabouts.
But why is the guy in hiding anyhow? Doesn't make a lick of sense to me.
Seriously, Armin and Ellie just want him to see their baby boy.
Oh, well, far be it for me to speak on his behalf, but never mind. I'd best stay out of this one. But if you want the answers, you should be over in Amorica Village. You'll find him there somewhere. Then you can ask him why he's being such a big chicken yourselves. Understood. And thank you for your cooperation. Okay, team, our former diet member is hiding in Amorica. Let's get going.
Ready when you are.
Gable should be staying in Amorica Village right now. I didn't really expect to go into a cutscene. I thought we were gonna have to do a little bit of looking. Okay, we've made it to Amorica.
And where could Gable be hiding?
Let's check out any places that might be suspicious.
It would be wise to speak to the villagers as well.
I got a feeling he's either at that, that little shed up here or in the inn. Let's speak to some people. Okay, he's saying the same stuff. Same stuff. I think this is the spot. This is what I'm talking about. The door is locked. Is it always locked?
Lloyd, what's on your mind?
I could swear this shed wasn't locked the last time we were here. Okay, I thought I was crazy. I'm like, was it always?
That sound just now.
There's totally someone in there.
I concur.
Well, isn't that suspicious? Let's continue gathering information for now. One of the villagers might have an idea of what's going on. Okay. I asked all of them, so I guess we'll just start. Let's just start at the end, because this is where I thought he might have been in the first place. Okay, the same stuff. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, hello. Will you be staying with us tonight? We do have some rooms available. If Gable came to lay low in Amorica,
there is a good possibility of him staying at this inn.
Excuse me, we have a question for you. Is there someone named Gable staying here by any chance? Oh, Gable? He stops by to grab a bite to eat every so often.
Only to eat? You mean he isn't renting a room at the inn?
Nope. He's never checked in with us, at least not as far as I remember. I figured he just liked our food enough to keep making trips from the city. Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure, bud. Something else is going on here.
Maybe he has a relative in the village he's been staying with.
If that were the case, Armin would have known to come here already. I think I've got a hunch. Let's go speak with Chief Tota. He may know something about all of this. I just figured Gable was such a fan of my omelet rice that he was willing to make the trip from the city day after day. If he hasn't been staying here, then where is he hunkering down? Also, sorry if you just heard that loud noise. It came from outside. I don't know what that was. It's pretty loud though. But every time I say that, you guys say you don't hear anything, so. Hello, Chief Tota. Welcome back to Amorica, SSS. What can I do for you today? Well, we have a bit of a strange request, or a strange question for you. Would there happen to be someone staying in a shed by your Aperia? As a matter of fact, there is. About 3 or 4 days ago, a man suddenly came by and asked if he could lodge there for a while. I believe his name is Gable.
You were right. But wait, why the shed of all places?
Well, naturally, I offered to arrange a room at the inn for him, but he said he wanted the most inconspicuous place possible. He wouldn't tell me the details of his circumstances, so I assumed he was in a dire situation. I never would have guessed it would be all of you who were looking for him. Is he an accessory to a crime or something of that nature? Don't worry about it, you're not an accomplice.
No, nothing like that. Lloyd, we should probably explain everything to him from the beginning.
That'd be for the best, yeah. Lloyd explained how the SSS was searching for Gable and Armin on Ellie, or for Gable and Armin and Ellie's behalf. So he's a former Diet member. What's more, he faked a stay in the hospital to avoid punishment for the tax evasion. Now that you mention it, I think I recall seeing a photo of him in the Crossbell Times. Not to worry though. This request isn't related to his dubious history with Mirror. Would it be alright for us to speak with him directly, Chief Tota? We aren't sure why yet, but he's been avoiding Armin and Ellie since they started looking for him. I suppose it would be alright. Until recently, I was on bad terms with my son as well. Our problem was that we weren't communicating. I wouldn't wish for anyone to end up in the same situation we were in, not if I can help it. Thank you, Chief ಠೊಃLove. Not at all. Follow me, everyone. This is Chief ಠೊಃLove. Might I have a moment of your time? There are some people here who wish to speak with you. You probably should have left that part out. You probably should have just baited him. You should have baited him, ಠೊಃLove. Come on, Grants. Get with the times. Could you please tell them to leave? I know I'm being unreasonable, but I don't want to see anyone right now. Please settle down. The people who came to see you aren't your son and his wife. Wait, how did you... Mr. Gable, can you hear me? This is the Crosswell Police, Special Support Section. The police? What do you want with me? We don't mean to alarm you. We're here about a request we received from Armin and Ellie. What? We have no intention of bringing you out by force, nor do we have the authority to. If you insist upon it, we'll walk away empty-handed and explain the situation to Armin and Ellie. But before that, will you at least hear us out? He unlocked the door. Yeah, well, let's head inside. I wonder why is he avoiding him so much? It's gotta be juicy. Hello, Mr. Gable. It's been a while. You've led us around on quite a chase. Well, congratulations, you found your man. You said my son and his wife have been looking for me. Save your breath. I won't meet them no matter what you say. Why are you being so stubborn about this? That much should be obvious. My son, Armin, despises me, I'm sure of it. Huh? What in the world are you talking about? You think he despises you? Care to elaborate on that? Yeah, I'm confused. I mean, first of all, the kid... Oh, I'm saying the kid, but he's a grown-ass man now, but... he was separated from you when he was a kid. But he really doesn't know too much about you to hate you or despise you. I mean, I guess if you know, it's like, oh, I'm separated from my father, but... and maybe he didn't keep in contact. I guess I can understand it. Even though if that is the case, then it's really your fault. If it was true, Gable, like you didn't keep in contact, he clearly still keeps in contact with his mother. Yeah, I was involved in all manner of corruption when I was part of the Diet. Status, power, and mirror were my sole motivations. To attain them, I turned my back on my family. Oh. My wife wasn't pleased, but she busied herself with raising Armin to distract from her discontent. I slipped deeper into my licentious ways until one day I did something no married man with a child should ever do. While my wife was out of the house, I invited my mistress in. Oh boy. Oh god, this guy. How could you? Damn. No wonder the two of you split up. It didn't take long for my wife to find out. She left me and took Armin back with her to Liberal. I don't know what they've been through since then, but I'm sure the divorce has caused them both much pain. I, on the other hand, was actually reinvigorated when all was said and done. That day I signed the divorce papers, I invited another woman to come fill the empty space in my estate. That's quite the story. A pretty damn skeezy one too. Guess you couldn't keep it in your pants.
Much in the same way you cannot keep your mouth shut, Randy.
I mean, he's right though. Like, you can say whatever you want about Randy, or you could like compare him, but dude is a single guy. He can do whatever he wants. This dude was married. He's not wrong. My son has every right to hate my guts. To top it off, I swore loyalty to the former speaker of the Diet, Hartman. But as soon as my tax evasion came to light, he tossed me aside like I was nothing. The truth is, I should be behind bars just like he is. As fate would have it, all I lost was my seat in the Diet. After all the despicable things I've done, how could I ever look my son in the eye? Oh, Gable.
At least we have the whole story now.
May I say something? What is it? What could you possibly have to say after all that? Let me be clear. I don't condone what you put your wife and son through all those years ago. I especially don't approve of all the ways you abused your position in the Diet. However, based on everything we've heard so far, there's no denying that you regret your actions.
I agree. You've come to terms with your mistakes. Anyone will be able to see that you've paid your dues.
Am I the only one not giving a fuck about this guy? But I love Armin and Ellie and Armin. So for them, I'm glad to be trying to tackle this quest to unite a family. But as a person, Gable paid his dues. But what dues, Ellie? The previous Diet member, he was scum.
As such, there's no reason to use your guilt as an excuse to avoid your family.
But that's not all. From the impression I got, Armin doesn't resent you in the slightest. What? We met him and his wife, Ellie, when they requested us to help find you. They're a loving family. You can see it in their smiles. Do you know what Armin said to us back when we accepted the request? I want to show him the happy family we've built together. Him, his beloved, and your newborn grandchild.
Exactly, Lloyd's telling the truth. They were so sweet on each other that my teeth was starting to hurt.
If he really hates you the way you think he does, I sure couldn't see it past all the sappiness. Not to mention that dude is traveling from Liberal to here just to look for you without even having a clue of where you are.
You never know though. If his poker face is half as good as mine, it could all be an act. Maybe he's waiting until you're alone to take you out. I will take you out right now if you speak another word.
Listen, the point, Gable, is that your son grew up to be a pretty stand-up kind of guy. We'd appreciate it if you could take our word for it.
How about it, Mr. Gable? Could you find it in you to see your family?
Fine. How could I not after everything you just said? Really, you're sure? I'm done lying. Now bring them here before I change my mind. Sure thing, I'll call them right over. Hey, that boy Lloyd, run! Lloyd hurriedly got in contact with tzಃLove. Armin and Ellie were then told to come to Amorca village as soon as possible. The SSS agreed to wait outside the shed so that Gable could mentally prepare himself. My father's in the shed? As hard as it might be to believe, yes, he's in there.
We spoke with him and he promised to meet you both.
Thank you so much. I can't imagine why you'd be hiding in a place like this, but we're in your debt regardless.
Isn't this wonderful, Armand? I'm finally going to meet my father-in-law. We'll have to apologize for not inviting him to our wedding.
Oh, my dearest Ellie, how can it be your soul is so pure?
Your heart is as untainted as a fresh snow, and that, my dear, is why I love you so.
Okay, Armin. Is this Armin or is it, Anton? Doesn't he have Ricky's model? This is Ricky if he was Anton.
Oh, Armand. Get in the shed.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. You say sorry too, Armin. Shall we?
Oh.
Good job, Armin.
They're so cute.
I don't think I could take much more of this.
Moving on, Gable is waiting inside for you.
Take as long as you need.
Thank you, sir, we will.
Let's go in, Ellie. Of course, Armin.
Ah, is that really you, Father?
It's been so long.
Yes, I suppose it has, Armin. Around 15 years, in fact. And she must be...
Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm Armin's wife, Ellie, your new daughter-in-law.
I see. It does my heart good to know my son has found a fine young lady like yourself.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
And... in your arms, is that...
Yes, this is our son, Father. Armin, why don't you say hello to Grandpa?
Oh.
Good boy, Armin.
Say, Armin, I know I've given you and your mother more grief than could ever be forgiven.
I'm not sure what you mean.
He probably doesn't know about... I mean, he was a kid then. He probably doesn't know about, what happened. His mother most likely didn't tell him. That's pretty sweet, because sometimes stuff like that, like them knowing something, it like, even young, like growing up with that like in your head, it makes you not like the person, whether they're a family member or whatever they are to you. But she maybe didn't tell him just in case that something like this would happen.
But more importantly, look at this, Father. Armin's eyes shine like pure sapphires. They're just like Ellie's, as clear and beautiful as the midday sky. Yes, but he has your ears, Armin. Every time I see them, I just want to eat them up.
Oh.
Oh, Ellie, for as long as I live, I'll never let you go. Nor I you, Armin. We'll be together forever.
father? What's wrong?
Perhaps he's not feeling well, Armin.
No, I'm fine. Truly I am.
Thank you so much, everyone. Because of you, I was able to reunite with my father and introduce him to our new family. He looks so happy about it too.
I'm glad we could help out.
Speaking of Mr. Gable, is he staying in the shed? Yes, he said he needed some time to think before he heads home later. We were partway through our conversation when all of a sudden he turned around and refused to look at us face to face. I wonder what that was all about. Could he have been...
I guess even corrupt diet members can still shed a tear every now and then.
How very edifying. They grow up so fast, don't they?
No need to worry, you two. I think what they mean to say is that he'll be alright. So, what are you planning to do now?
Well, I've been looking forward to reuniting with my father for so long. More than anything, I want us to find a way to stay in touch. I doubt your mother is going to take it very well, but I'd like for him to come and visit us in Liberal someday. We'll be wishing you the best of luck with that. He doesn't seem to have any plans to return to the diet, so I think he'll agree to it sooner or later. Now I have another reunion to look forward to. Isn't that right, my dear tzÄLI? Of course, my darling Armin. Ever since we first held our child, we've sworn to give him a life full of happy memories like today. Little Armin met his grandfather. I can hardly wait to give him some brothers and sisters too.
Damn, Ellie said she's ready.
You, me, and a house full of wonderful, lovable children. Together we'll become the greatest family on the entire continent. Oh, Ellie, I love you so. And I you, Armin.
Oh. I could have gone without hearing that last part. The hater, the hating, the hater-rating Lloyd. So, we're cool here, right? Request complete?
Indeed, I don't think we could ever repay you for making all of this possible. We'll be returning home to Liberal soon. Thank you again for all your help. Safe travels. You know, Ellie, we already came all this way. What do you say we go take in the sights? That sounds wonderful, Armin.
No. Just stop by the Amorca Inn. Here, get that omelet. With the rice, huh?
Oh, Ellie. Oh, Armin.
My sky couple can't be this cute.
Those two never let up, do they? That they don't. In a way, I'm almost jealous of what they have. Seeing them like that made me want to visit my parents.
I really hope you get that opportunity, Ellie.
You too, Ellie? I was just thinking I should probably spend some time with my mom soon.
Oh. You kids have my thanks as well. I'll look after Gable until he's ready to return to the city.
Don't mention it, Chief Tota. Thanks for your help. We should get going too. And away we go. Quest, O Father, where art thou completed?
Yeah, that was a good one. For as difficult as things have been in our state recently, it was good to see a story like this have a happy ending. Anyhow, don't you worry about Gable. I'll watch over him till he's calmed down enough to return to the city. My little Orbit's become such a fine young man. My man crying up a storm. I want to check real quick before we end off this part. I want to check that. Oh, there they are. I thought they were going to be in the inn.
After we see the sights here, we'll be returning to Liberal. I could thank you all 1,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough to fully express my gratitude. Nevertheless, thank you for reuniting with me with my father once more. Our little Armin is so happy he got to meet his grandpa. Isn't that right, Armin?
Oh.
I'm going to take Armin to say goodbye to his grandpa before we leave.
Oh, that was great. This was a great one. This was lovely. I love seeing the Sky couple. It's nice to see them. I knew, like, back when we first seen them, you know, in Crosswell, I knew it was them instantly. I'm like, bro, this is the Sky couple. The only difference was that they now have a baby boy. Man, you gotta just love the NPCs in these games. But with that being said, I'm gonna head on up out of here. My voice is starting to get a little shaky, so I'm probably gonna call it for now. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Trails to Azure. Take care.